You know, you guys, 2022 is kind of a frustrating and confusing time to be a car enthusiast. Import sedans that are putting down 300-400 horsepower, family SUVs that are putting down 600, 700, even 800 horsepower from the factory. Probably the most aggravating thing of all is that once in a while you might get passed by something like you're standing still and you never even heard it coming. And that's why today I'm at Irwindale Speedway with my 2022 Ford Mustang Mach E GT to see just how fast this car can go. What's up, you guys? Matt Moghaddam, aka Desert Chief, only on Driving Lines Chasing Dust, the show brought to you by Nitto Tire that gives you a little look into my car enthusiast life and off-road life. But today we're here with my car. This is my 2022 Mustang Mach E GT, all electric, and I'm at the drag strip for the first time in my life. I can't believe it. I'm 32 years old. I've been a car enthusiast for over half of my life, and I've never driven a car down a drag strip before. I've filmed many drag events, I've been to many drag events myself, but I've only ever driven like autocross and road course racing, but I've never actually been behind the wheel at a drag strip before. So it's gonna be interesting to see how I do out here, but I'm here in an unconventional vehicle. This is an all-electric Mustang. You know, it's all-wheel drive. It's got 1-speed transmission, so you really can't screw it up. I feel like you just gotta hit the gas and steer straight and you're good to go. So we're gonna see what we can do out here, but the point of this video is just to really see how electric cars are kind of changing the landscape for the automotive enthusiasts out there. You know, they're really adding another option out there for people that want to go fast, and they don't have to build up a huge motor to do that. Obviously Tesla's got a lot of fast options out there. There's a few other electric cars that are being positioned as performance electric vehicles out there. The Mustang is one of them, and it resonated with me being a Mustang guy, so I really enjoyed driving this car around. And I wanted to just see how much power this car can put down, what kind of time slips I can get, and how it stacks up against some other cars out there that are, you know, just regular internal combustion engine performance cars. Now, if I'm lucky, I might be able to find somebody out here with a internal combustion engine Mustang. Hopefully, you know, a newer model Mustang GT that's got a Coyote in it, just to see how the all-electric Mach E stacks up, because they really are similar in their performance. They have very similar horsepower numbers. The electric vehicle's got a little bit more torque, but you know, we'll see how it goes. I think on the 8th mile, I'm gonna have the advantage. This is an 8th mile track, it's not a quarter-mile track, so the advantage with the electric cars is all the torque, and it's instant. As soon as you hit the pedal, you're off, you're taking off. It's all-wheel drive, you don't have to worry about traction. So I think it's gonna be a force to be reckoned with out here in Irwindale tonight at the Thursday Night Thunder, as they call this event. It's an open track. I can hear lots of high horsepower cars driving around. I can smell race gas in the air. It's gonna be a really cool night out here with this Mustang. So I did, here, you can barely hear me talk right now. You know, since the last time I showed you guys this car, I've made a few modifications, and I want to talk to you guys about what that is. You know, mainly wheels and tires. And of course, I had to throw some Nittos on there to really give it the performance grip that this car needs, even with the all-wheel drive. So let's get in to see some of the modifications that I made to this car since the last time you guys saw it on this show. All right, so last time I had this car on this show, you guys, it was bone stock, but as you can see, a little bit of that has changed. Now, mainly it's the wheels and the tires, but I also did do some suspension modifications, but let's get into it. First of all, I want to show you guys these wheels and tires. These are a set of Nitto NT555 G2s in the 275/40/20. Now, this is a 20-inch wheel. It's the same size wheel that it came with, but I got it on some Curva Concept C300 wheels that I really like the way these look. Kind of gives the aggressive, kind of American muscle look to this car. And, you know, it is sleek and modern like it is a 2022 Mustang. So it does show off the nice brakes. These are actually factory Brembos that come on the Mach E. So I think that the NT555 G2s really do a lot to increase the appearance of this car in a great way, as well as give it all the traction it's gonna need. And again, this is an all-wheel drive car, so it's important to have these good tires on the front as well as the rear. And the NT555 G2s are a great great performance tire if you do a lot of street driving, but occasionally want to come and do some performance driving like I am today. This is a great option. I've got them all around. They're all the same size. It's a full square setup on these Nitto NT555 G2s. Again, it's a 275 40/20, and these are the Curva C300 wheels. What I really love about these Nittos is just how quiet they are on the street. They're very responsive tires. They do great in all different kinds of weather. I've had them in wet weather, I've had them in dry weather, hot, cold, it doesn't matter. These are my go-to tires for a performance vehicle that is going to occasionally see some performance driving, but does a lot of daily driving duties. Some of you guys might have noticed that you know, this thing is actually sitting a little bit lower than it did on the last video, and that's mainly thanks to Eibach suspension. So Eibach actually reached out to me and asked me if they could use my Mach E as a performance development vehicle for their performance springs and lowering kit they have for this car. So I, you know, was totally stoked to give them the car. They did all the R&D on it. They actually are making a kit to lower your Mach E now, and they used my car as the first article to do that. So it's got a nice stance to it. It's got some really nice wheels and tires on there, and I really think that it's going to go a long way to helping it make some better passes down this drag strip than as if it was on the stock tires, because these are a lot wider than the stock tires that came on it. And the stock tires were just some regular all-season tires. There's nothing special, but these NT555 G2s being a performance tire and, you know, really having a heritage in Mustangs, it just all kind of came together and made sense. So I'm really stoked to see how these things do, especially with the all-wheel drive on this car, and I guess we'll find out as soon as we get there on the drag strip. All right, guys, well, it's 5 o'clock. The pits are starting to heat up. I can hear all the engines starting. It is go time for Thursday Night Thunder here at Irwindale. And I just sit there and push a button and nothing happens. You don't hear any noise, but it's really cool to see all these performance cars out here in the pits. You know, some of them making a lot of noise, so I don't really think I'm gonna be passing some of these bigger guys out here, but we'll see how it does. I'm gonna hop in this thing and let's go get this thing staged up. I got another camera on the inside. I'm gonna switch over to that one. I can see a couple of Ford Lightnings lining up right now in the staging lanes. I got most of my stuff out of the way. I do have a helmet here that my friend Sandy loaned me, but I don't know if I need to use it because their website for Irwindale Speedway says that if you run an 8.59 or faster, you need a helmet. I really have no idea what this car is going to do. I've never been on an 1/8 mile, and I really have no idea, you know, what to expect. So I brought one with me just in case the track manager over there gets really pissed at me and says you need a helmet. So I got it. I'm gonna put it in the back seat here, and I guess there's nothing left to do besides just go for it. I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about the performance settings on the Mach E as we're getting into the staging lanes here. I'm going to put this car in the performance mode, or unbridled mode as they say, and I'm gonna see if that really helps. I'm gonna leave traction control on for the first pass and just see if I can put down a good time. Now they're waving me through here on the staging lanes. So all I know about drag racing is you line up, and if you're gonna do a burnout, go in the water box. I have all-wheel drive, so I don't need to do a burnout. I go around the box, then line up in the lane, break the first set of beams to stage, then break the second set of beams to stage, wait for the lights to turn yellow, and then when it's green, just floor it, I guess. I don't know what to expect. I'm gonna turn off the air conditioning here. So let's do that. How you doing?
Good, man.
How are you?
Ready to go?
First time ever doing this. Let's do it.
All right.
Okay, line up right here?
Yeah, follow him over there.
Okay, follow him, okay. I got the butterflies, man. Okay, let's put this in unbridled mode. Windows up. They're pointing me into the left lane here. I'm gonna go around the burnout box, water box. There's a very, very fast Camaro over here. Okay, I'm in stage. Ready? Ready for the yellow light to drop, man. Woo, baby! 88 miles an hour, and that's where I stop. Oh man, that was over quick. Eighth mile is very fast. Like, you blink and you're done. Holy hell, I actually held up with that Camaro. And he sounds like he's got a lot of power. I have no idea if that car is fast, or if I'm fast, or if I'm slow and he's slow too. This is just complete chaos right now. Oh man, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, let's see what the time slip says. Hi there.
You have a helmet, sir?
I do. Do I need one?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Anything under 859, you win a 787.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Left lane, 8th mile, 788. 87 miles an hour. My elapsed time was faster than that right lane Camaro. Wow. Okay. I know he slipped off the line, so I didn't have any slip issues whatsoever. I'm gonna get right back in this. This is too much fun. I'm gonna keep doing this. I thought I was gonna do a couple of these. I'm gonna do way more. It's I know that this isn't really head-to-head racing, but it's kind of fun to be stacked up next to a really fast car and just keep up with him. Only my head was the same size as Sandy's head. I think that's good enough. All right, so in case you're wondering, this car is 480 horsepower, about 600 foot-pounds of torque, and it's got 75% battery life left. So that's pretty good. I think it's probably right on the cusp of where it starts to cut a little bit of power out at about 60% battery life. So with 75% left, I should be good to make a couple more passes and still drive an hour to get home. So we'll see how that goes. Helmet on, pass number 2. I know what to expect now. I can see how this is gonna be addicting to do every week. This is fun. I gotta turn off the air conditioning again, make sure I get all the power to the wheels. Ooh, that's a fast Honda. Looks like the Dodge Ram behind me over here is doing a burnout. Pass number 2, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, there goes the Ram. 87 miles an hour, it felt like. Let's see what that time slip says. I gotta say, I feel literally zero slip from the tires at all. These NT555 G2s are just hooking up all over this track. No slip whatsoever. The car just goes. Thank you. Slip number 2, I was in the right lane. That was 787. So we're getting faster by a little bit. I was a little bit faster in the mile an hour on the first run. It's funny, I'm getting a lot of mixed reactions from people. Some people just looking at this thing in pure disgust. Like, you can tell they want to come over and yell at me and say, that's not a real Mustang. And then you have other guys who are coming to you and they're saying, man, I had no idea how fast these things are. So it's really funny to see people's reactions to this car because it's definitely unconventional at a drag strip. I don't know what I'm up against over here, but we'll see if the reaction time is fast enough. For him. And here we go. Looks like he redlined it. That felt faster, but I don't know. We'll see what the time slip says. Thank you. Left lane, we did 7.913 at 87.01. Okay, so that was a worse run. Reaction time got better though, 0.376. I think I can do better. I think I can time the light a little bit better, and that's what I gotta do to get a better time. So I'm very, very, very impressed with this car. It is consistently putting down good times and no slip whatsoever from those NT555 G2s. They're just hooking up all over this track. I mean, it feels like it's got like, you know, it's on rails going down this track. So that's really, really great. But I want to do one more run to see if I can increase my, if I can decrease my reaction time, I should say. And then I think I'm good. That was a pretty good day at the track here. There's a Jeep Cherokee in front of me. Hopefully I get to race this guy. That's kind of fun. Kind of bringing my off-road side of it out to the racetrack. That's crazy that Jeep is making all that noise. He's got a snorkel on. If I get beat by the snorkel dork, that's it, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna hang up my drag racing hat. All right, run number 4. This is gonna be the fastest one. I can feel it, I can feel it. Here we go, and go. He jumped the light. I'm still passing him like he's got nothing. See you later, buddy. Thank you. 7.87 at 87 miles an hour. Reaction time was 0.295. Looks like I didn't red light it. The other guy definitely did. I think I got time for one more pass. Do you have any work done to this, or is it stock? It's stock? Yeah. Okay, perfect. I'll line up with you then. Can you let him know?
Line up with the Mustang?
Yeah, right behind you. Yeah, okay. Yes! So that is the perfect scenario right there. He's got a bone stock Coyote Mustang GT. That is the exact, I guess, competitor to this car that Ford's got. So they have the same horsepower, 480 horsepower. He's obviously got a big V8 in there. And I got the electric version, both GTs. So let's see how they do. All right, so here we go. This was the race I wanted to have all day. This is the Mustang GT versus the Mach E GT. 480 horsepower, 480 horsepower, all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. I gotta win this race. I talked a lot of smack on these guys, and I'm a Mustang guy. You know what? I love Mustangs, and the GT is a very fast Mustang with the Coyote 5.0. That wasn't a fair race. I don't even know what happened. The red lights were flashing. Hopefully they still get our times. I can't believe they buffed it, man. I just took off because he left. I don't know if we actually had that. Well, after an hour of sitting there waiting in the staging lanes, they messed up the race and we didn't get our times. I was neck and neck with that Mustang, though. I mean, I saw him take off, and as soon as he took off, he was right there with me the whole way down. I don't know what the times were. I'm really upset about it, but I'm pretty impressed with the Mach E. It kept up right there with that GT, and I know that had we had gotten the light correct there, because they messed up the light. If the light was correct, I would have gotten it. So it is what it is. All right, well, I got 4 good runs in and 1 not so good run in, but I gotta tell you guys, for my first time being out here at a drag strip, I had a lot of fun today, even though it wasn't in a, fast gas-powered car. This Mustang Mach E really did impress me. It just, as easy as coming out here and basically just putting it on the track and pushing down on the go pedal. That's all it took, was to get this thing running into 7/8. I talked to the guy with the Mustang GT to get some of his time slips. They showed me his best time was in the low 8 seconds. So I'm definitely faster than that. I'm running a 787, and I'm really impressed that the all-electric Mustang is actually faster than its GT gas-powered counterpart in stock form. My goal coming out here today was just to show people that my Mustang Mach E GT electric car, all-wheel drive, could be a real contender with some of these other street cars that are out here. And I think we did that today. Just showing you guys the time slips. I'm gonna post all of them for you guys so you can see all of the different, patterns that I went through. On one of them, my 3rd run, I actually forgot I had the air conditioning on, so that you can definitely see the difference there. There's a lot of consistency when it comes to electric cars. So what it comes down to is your reaction time and how you do as a driver. Maybe you can mess with things like air pressure, but I really had 0 traction issues all day today with these Nitto NT555 G2s on all 4 corners of this car, all-wheel drive, putting all that 600 foot-pounds of torque down to the ground. Really, really impressed with those tires, and they keep performing, and they keep performing on all my Mustangs, including my last Terminator and my first set of Nittos that I had on my first Mustang back when I was 16 years old. So I'm sure there's a bunch of you old school gas powered guys out here. We talk a lot of crap on electric cars, but I implore you to drop it in the comments, or better yet, come to Irwindale on a Thursday night and let me know. Drop it in the comments, I'll be here. Let's run it against this and see how it does. It's all in good fun, right? But that is gonna do it for us tonight from here in Irwindale Speedway in Irwindale, California. This has been your host, Matt Moghaddam, AKA Desert Chief, only on Driving Lines Chasing Dust, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching Driving Line. If you guys like this video, consider subscribing to our channel so you'll never miss any of the content we create here. Whether you're into trucks, Jeeps, imports, domestic vehicles, or anything in between, we are here to fuel your passion. So hit that subscribe button and we'll see you guys next time.